returner will field it and try to do some business. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They will get him. Touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jeffrey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Groupers offense will get the first swing of the game. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. On the option. He'll toss it. Powers through the defender. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Second and 5. They'll give it to the back. They get him stopped at the 26. Down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Quarterback running on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. The defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Holding. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Offense in a split backfield. Gonna run it. It's Washington. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Holds and fires complete to the right. Touchdown there! A great catch and run for 6. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. A great field position. Now, when you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Coming out with it, it's Jeffrey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. 3rd.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Talking to the coaches before the game. They wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put it together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
He's an open space downfield. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And the Groupers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and 4 effort. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Groupers will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think a lot of people wonder why you don't throw more slant routes. It's just nowadays wide receivers are so big, so thick. You throw it to them, the DBs can't go through their bodies to get them, and most of the time you get...
There we go. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Looking for a gap. It's Washington. Jukes his way for more.
Hold on. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down here for the offense. Rides the back and leaves it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
And he had just enough to will that one home. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. Spins away from the defender. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up the yard.
Really nice penetration by this defense. Getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
They'll go to the ground. Running into the open space. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break. as they go back to work. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
He'll pull it on the read. Smashes ahead. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Groupers.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. Gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Bears line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Running back searching for a hole. Pass the sticks him still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Groupers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through to possession.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football back there. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The RPO, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Got a man, it's Williams. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Finds his big tight end. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this...
Touchdown, Baylor! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
First down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Slithers into space. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And now on 3rd down after that last run. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Groupers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Collier. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the tailback. First down and more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
It's hard to stop right. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again, who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the RPO, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5 and 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
Just what they hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Keeps it on the draw. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Bears have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
Guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone. I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Cameron. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Back to pass. It's Robertson. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
Back to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Touchdown, Bears! Right in the window for the score.
And with great offensive execution, you talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Here we go!
Looking downfield on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution. big play. And the Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll move the wide receiver. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the back. Makes a man miss. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Gotta know when to give up the play. You could tell he was out of whack, out of sorts. He's had some success rushing the football today, but nowhere to go. But at the end of the play, give it up. Don't sit there and take those extra hits. Those aren't necessary. Slide on the ground. You're not getting any positive yards anyway. Save those physical hits and those third down and shorts, fourth down and shorts, and red zone opportunities.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Paul finds his man on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. White wants to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important that the defense is honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
He'll do it himself. Got the first down and more. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense moving forward now. The defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He'll keep it himself. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He'll pull it on the read. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back. You have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
Not going to get there, not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. Gets it up to the 37 on the return before he's knocked out of bounds. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
They're facing a 3rd down. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Motion from the back. White going to attack through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Collier. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. How they get the 1st down, you don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And the Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Collier. Turning it on. Touchdown, Baylor! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a... the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes Sometimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. They'll operate out of split backs. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The groupers will punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one...
There he goes. Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Collier. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Motion from the wide receiver. White wants to throw it. Holds it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Wants to throw again. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Pushes toward the goal line. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown! And they add 6 more to the quarterback trip to the house. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Tight end now in motion. He'll do it himself. And the ball's loose. Oh, and just like they threw it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. And the groupers with the 1st and 10.
3:25.
wants to go up top on first down. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Ready.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Pound 55 weak.
Goes to the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Defense plays the option well. He's found a little success, but not much room this time.
Yeah, I wonder at this point, too, Reese, if he's just pressing a little bit too much. It's almost as if he's aware that he hasn't been able to hurt this defense with his legs so far, and now he's just trying to will it to happen. When maybe he should be giving the ball to somebody else based on what the defense is doing.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team. And now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Easy.
White going to attack through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Koffenstein. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Ready, set.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.
On the set.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.
Ready, go.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue.